Okay, so if you're joining us, you probably realize I lied to all of you. That's okay, because I lied to myself too. Oh, nice, an ammo box. I need all of this. Now, I don't know if hard modes make lockpicking harder.
Or you're just bad at it again. As what happened?
It broke. I lose a lockpick now. I mean, eventually you just loot so much that like you'll find. Oh, shotgun! I should probably use the shotgun more, but I do need that medic perk.
All right, so
yeah, you're talking about your disagreement with using words like that.
Okay, yeah, I got two quick
that
things to talk about.
Still splashing over there.
So the first thing I gotta talk about is the
mines.
word.
I hate mines.
Perk and loot.
No minigun.
Right. So I always found the word loot
like dumb or something.
No, like this. Like I get a bad stigma with it.
I don't want that.
I really don't like the word loot.
Okay.
Like. I feel like nowadays I use it, I sprinkle it in here and there, but every time I do, I get very like triggered about myself.
You know? You mean you like call yourself out for it or something?
I know in my head I do, right?
Okay.
I feel like I've said it once before here on the show, but like honestly, like, when I hear the word loot, I just get this weird like pretentious feeling with it. Not saying that you are, but I get this really, I don't know, like when someone says like, "Man, I found this loot."
You just get kind of triggered by that?
I don't know. It just rubs me the wrong way, you know? It's like, can't you just call it, like, I got an item or treasure or some shit like that, you know? Like, I got an item.
Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, I get to cook.
I think it's just a very bad synonym in general, you know? Like, I'm going to loot this place. Because, like, when you say I'm going to loot this place, that makes more sense than saying I found loot.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. And perks?
I mean, I guess you could say I looted their dead bodies, because I did just, like, murder them all.
Right, like, that makes sense when you say that, but when you say I got loot, I don't think it makes sense. Or I have loot, you know, it doesn't, it rubs me the wrong way.
Oh.
Same thing with perks. Like, I know what you, when you say perk, I know it's like a special ability, or like you got like a new thing, you got a new power-up or something like that. Maybe it's because the terminology I use for things
is different.
More in the past. Because I know in the past, you'd say things like power-up, one-up, ability, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like, what is it? Like an extra life.
Right.
Perk, loot, stuff like that. Map.
Okay. Yeah, I think I know where you're getting that thing from, because in usually shooters, perks are something that are permanent, but not essentially described, right? Like, you know, in a power-up like Mario, you get the fire flower. Right. It's a new form, right? And it's stronger.
Yeah, it's a power-up.
But it's temporary. That's why it's called a power-up. A perk is something that's kind of like a passive ability. That's what a perk is, right?
Right, but like even okay, so imagine you're playing Kingdom Hearts, right?
Really?
All of those are abilities you get.
Like all this, I just get all this passively, right?
Right, but I would call those, you get those abilities.
Right.
That's what I would say, right?
Okay.
But other people would be like, you get a perk, and perks I'm like okay with because I know I get it, right?
Okay, I think I know because this is an ability to pick more advanced luck picks and hack more, but this is a perk where like if I upgrade it, I just find more ammo. You know, this is an ability because it makes me better at something, but this is a passive thing.
No, but that's also an ability because it's something.
Really?
Yeah. Everything when you gain like a new thing for you that helps you in any way, it's an ability, right? Like as an example, right? Mega Man X, when he gets the dash boots, it's a new ability. It's a power up, yeah, right. It's not temporary. It's a power up you get, but it's also an ability. His ability to dash on the ground to make him go faster.
Right.
And this woman is Danny Sylvian? I meant like in her sass.
Oh, in her sass?
Yeah, she's probably the same person who uses loot and perk and
in the same, like interchangeable, and it makes you mad.
Yeah, I don't like her.
You literally just saw her from the back and just barely from the front.
Speaking of which,
she looks angry.
Speaking of which, this gets me to my second thing I was talking about.
Dumbass.
Dude, this is Minnesotan. So
we're in Boston.
Yeah. Okay. This is what I wanted to talk about. So I'm pretty sure in the time of this game's release, it looked good.
It was okay. It didn't look the greatest.
I don't think it looks good.
I just got here, but yeah.
Except baby girl over there, Bubbles.
I think it looks alright.
Here's the thing, right? And I know you and I have a lot of our like fiddles with like what consoles better in some areas and some not. You know, we go back and forth on that.
Right. And it also depends what you describe as a console. If your term of console goes down to like 3DS, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but the 3DS isn't a console.
It's a portable.
It's a handheld.
Yeah, it's a handheld.
It's its own thing.
if we put like a graph, right, and we have like console, you'd have like home console and then portable console.
And yeah, like a Venn diagram.
Right, and then
some things like the Switch fall in between.
Right, with the Switch is what it's trying to do is trying to like do both. But so most of with some of the things, right, with console limitations, and you get this with any limitations, right? Even Nintendo to PS4.
And these PC guys will say there are no limitations.
Yeah,
well, you're limited by technology and time. So
yeah,
why don't
you know they're a piece of shit. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. Right. So.
Yeah, I'm kind of not.
So, art style is usually affected by those kind of things.
Yeah.
Like for example, Mega Man, right? The reason he's blue is because of the limitations of the Nintendo.
Yeah, the
console.
color limitations.
Right. He was going to be red.
Really?
He was going to be red.
I can't see him as red.
Exactly. You can't. But like there were slightly more blues, so they said blue. He's Blue Bomber now.
The blue, that works out better. What would you call him if he was red? The Red Rocketeer?
He was going to be called Rainbow Kid.
Yeah, they made the right choice.
So,
thank God. You know, sometimes technology, the limitations really make us smart decisions.
Even in this game, right? Like, I'm pretty sure, like right now, from what I can see, they're trying to go in a realistic route. Right?
More realistic.
Right, they're trying to go in a realistic route. But that is a uphill battle you can't win for years to come.
Never.
To get to the realism that we're getting to now, or to get to the realism that we see in photos and stuff like that,
it's over. Yeah, I mean,
you're gonna lose, right? Even
robots
in real life have a hard time doing that.
See, no, the issue is that they could do it, but it's too expensive.
And we can't play it on a regular console. Like,
yeah, it would be too powerful.
Right. But I think the art style they chose for this is a little ugly. Like the hair, for example. I don't like the hair. It's just.
Oh, you mean it's like too? What do you mean? Like it's just not real?
I don't think it's. It's kind of a clash because the skin they have is really good. The skin they have is really good, but then they get the hair and other like texture details. It just looks really bad.
Oh, it's because it's. I think it might have something to do with like particle effects.
Maybe.
The hair.
But if you go to a game like Super Mario Sunshine, for example, right? Not a perfect game, right?
It's close.
It's a really good game.
It's close.
Art style, I think, really helps it because if you go back to it now, it still looks really neat.
Looks pretty clean.
Yeah, you got some polygons here and there that kind of stick out. You're like, Mario's nose isn't perfectly round. That's fine.
Yeah.
The art style still phenomenal. You could play it right now. It'll still be good. Still fantastic. Wind Waker, amazing.
Right.
You could play it right now,
especially in HD.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
Oof.
That'll look good for decades to come.
Yeah, you'll really be able to tell from the art styles. All right, cool. I'm actually gonna take some time to do a miscellaneous mission because it'll give me a really nice weapon to get early. It'll give me a really nice early weapon that does lots of good damage, and it's a laser, so I have tons of ammo. Well, tons of ammo in quotations. Yeah, this right here, you get to make your own drugs.
Finally.
Yeah, right.
Something that school should have been teaching us from the very beginning.
Yeah, or taxes. Actually, Russell was complaining. Was it you who was complaining about taxes, that you don't know how to do them?
No. Okay, let's get one thing straight.
All right.
Okay,
just make yourself look better.
All right.
So we can't roast you later.
So, our friend, was it? Well, okay, we talked about it at some point that, that taxes, right? You know how like on the internet people are like, oh, how come school doesn't teach us about our taxes and stuff like that, or like how to pay bills and write checks and things like that. In our high school, they offered that as an elective course.
Yeah, just an extra class on the side.
But from what I can recall, right, that the argument is that those kind of classes should be mandatory, right?
I don't think they should be.
Right. Okay. So I'm gonna be on the side of it should be mandatory, and Abe's on the side that it shouldn't be mandatory. Right. And our friend Koopa was like, "Do you need to take the initiative to take that class to like learn if you want to do it, right? If you want to learn about your taxes, just go and take that class. Instead of taking like dance or something, or whatever they offered it as an elective back in high school.
Yeah, just take like money management or something.
Right.
It's easy.
Right. Okay, but my argument is that they should be taught to, because there's going to be some kids who just don't know about it, or are just like, they think that they can go in life without learning it, and then they're going to get screwed later, right? For the benefit of the students, it should be something that they should have to take. You know what I mean?
Right.
It doesn't even have to be like a 2 trimester class or one, it can be like a 1 trimester class or
Right.
semester, whatever other high schools do. Because in our high school they did trimesters. So things like that. That it should be. Why am I doing this with my hands?
I don't know. He's just kind of moving his hands like our glorious president, Mr.
God
Trump
damn it!
does.
You see him long enough, and you start mimicking the shit that he does. You know, he's got new hand waves now.
He does?
Yeah, he has new ones.
Dude, he's been upgrading.
Yeah, he went to Duluth, Minnesota, actually.
Yeah, a few days ago. Oh, I would have given so much to see him. I just want to see it.
Really?
Oh yeah, I would have given like $100 if I could go see him.
Not to give our political pack. I mean, we said this on this very series before.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, it's not wrong just to say what you are. Not as long as you don't come in here like, oh yeah, like concentration camps never happened, some whack stuff.
Right. Or the moon landing was real. I mean, you can't say things like that. Like, that's just fake. But,
Oof.
Disclaimer, the moon landing. The
Is
moon landing.
real.
Yeah, it is.
It is real.
It's pretty real.
Give or take. No, there's no take.
Yeah, but, you know.
Ooh, suspenders and slacks.
I mean, yeah, there's not much you can really say about it. That's just how the world is.
Yeah.
He was in Duluth, Minnesota, though, and at least Minnesota gets some recognition, so that's good.
Yeah, they get some nice. Ooh, I can hack that later. But
Right.
right now, it's about the end of the episode.
It is
so
about the end of the episode, so we'll talk more about
our glorious leader, or something else.
Kim.
You mean Putin?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
There we go.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
we lost the Putin viewers, so that's.
No, we didn't. We just got him back. As if we don't get censored there first.
Well,
We'll see.
boys,
Yeah.
we'll see you later.